when drugs are legal, and some drugs will get you put in a cage, and the people that own the patents to those drugs are funding politicians, like, what?
That's very...
What?
Yeah.
You know, you just don't want entrepreneurs. You don't want drug dealers on a street level.
Yeah.
You have drug dealers everywhere. Every time you go to Walgreens, there's a fucking plexiglass wall behind you and the drug dealer.
True.
They're filled with people's stuff.
Me and Kevin Ice were driving through Arizona, and we passed by some prisons. And we were just looking them up. They all renamed, rebrand, and we were like, they made, since the 85, 86, they made $2 billion. And if you told them, hey, one of your big funding things is weed arrests, we're going to make that not a problem. They're going to go full on. I'm like, make that illegal. Keep
well, you know
illegal.
that prison guard unions,
all our business.
Prison guard unions lobby to keep marijuana from being decriminalized.
You're taking away a quarter of our business.
Yeah,
just to keep them employed, basically.
Yeah, because it's like if you're a business person, that's what you're supposed to do. If you have shareholders, if you have union members, you're not supposed to do it morally. You're supposed to do it like, what's the benefit of this
the shareholders,
this group of people that I represent.
Are you
that's
wise
what's
enough
dirty about corporations?
But are you wise enough to not do that? Like, say you're what's the family that Jelly Roll just talked about on at Congress?
The Bilderbergs.
Well,
no, the Clintons.
No, but he talked about a family that did all opioids.
Oh,
Sackler
the
family.
Sackler family.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, be fair.
Well, the kids are saying, let's get out of this.
Could you walk away from millions?
Who?
You as a person, and say like,
you'd like to say you could, but so
I'd like to say I could. I'd like to say I could. But I'm just saying I can't.
If you were in the family, the Sackler family, and all that shit was going down.
The kids are like, shut it down.
Do you think you would have kept your mouth shut?
Yeah.
If you knew that everybody was dying?
Yeah.
You justified to yourself.
Everyone would.
Everyone would.
You're lying.
I think Facebook started
if you're
nice.
on a yacht in fucking
Mykonos. This is what I believe.
I think Facebook started nice and it was all friendly. And then once Zuckerberg realized, oh, people are turning on each other hard for your thing, he's like, keep it running. Just keep it running. We got a machine here.
Yeah, buddy, it's so hard.
I don't think it was like intended
to walk away from money.
Philip
Morris.
Morris.
Not everyone has a sweet thing in life.
Philip Morris too. They're like, well,
Bird, how much money are we talking about? You're willing to let
billions.
people die for this money?
You're saying
I'm just saying I'm not better than the average person.
You know what? I want to stop you right here. What
Please.
you're saying. This is what I want to stop you.
Okay.
You're you.
Yes.
And those people that work for the Sacklers are a different thing. If you take flour and sugar and chocolate and you mix it up and you make it a fucking cake, that's how you make a cake. If you want to make sourdough bread, you need different ingredients. If you want to make a really nice guy who's a good dad and a good husband and a funny guy and does a tour and does stand-up comedy, you go through your life.
I disagree.
And you make Bert Kreischer. You make you. If you want to make a Sackler, you have to have disconnected parents. You have to have this weird privilege of insane financial wealth. You have to have a pharmaceutical gigantic company that's been bribing politicians and manipulating narratives and shaping the public's view of pharmaceutical drugs by hiding negative side effects and accentuating the positive benefits of it,
all the lawyers,
for money.
But also all the lawyers, all the secretaries,
this is the environment
everybody
that you grow up in.
Yeah.
You're a different thing.
It would be hard.
You're a different thing. You right now would pass up on the money.
No,
100%.
I have money right now, but I'm saying.
No, I'm saying if you got a
Sackler-
fucking phone call and the Sackler said, this is going to sound crazy,
comedy is killing
but it
people.
turns out you're a part of the fucking Sackler family. And you all have a seat on the board, and you can come in, and you're a part. We didn't know, but you're a part of the family, and we have to give you a piece, and you got to come in. You're worth $10 billion now.
No, that's different. That's inheriting it. What if you're comedy? What if something you do now you realize?
No, but the Sackler family inherited their wealth, Ari. That's why this is valid. He didn't. He built up his life. That's why he wouldn't do it now. You would do it if you were trapped in that environment.
Life was damaging people.
That's what determinism is. The idea behind it is you're shaped by all of the different circumstances you encounter. And to compare your circumstances to another circumstances are crazy. They don't make any sense.
But I'm wondering, just argument's sake, if they had said to me at a young age, get out of comedy, the Sacklers have this thing called OxyContin, and it's really helping with cancer. And it's like, because that's how you get into it, right?
Right. It's
Yeah,
good.
but for sure you would have got out at an early age.
I
Just like
don't
if somebody
know if
gave
I'm
you a
that good.
lottery ticket. If you got a lottery ticket and you won $100 million,
I've thought about this all time.
It would probably
all the world.
ruin your career when you were 21.
1,000%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, no,
Oh
no
yeah,
doubt.
at 21 it would have.
But you wouldn't have gotten out of it. You would have taken it. And ruined
No,
your
you
career.
would have taken the money and you would have become a loser.
No, I'm saying you wouldn't have gotten out of the money. You would have
No,
taken
you
the
would have
money.
taken the money.
Yeah,
If you don't have any money, when you get money, it is the panacea. It is the elixir. It is the thing that exists that you didn't think was possible. Now all of a sudden you're not worrying about bills, which is 35% of everybody's fucking stress.
Those
Yes.
wardens, those prisons are they're convincing themselves, no, these are dangerous drug addicts. We can't have them on the street. They're convincing themselves. They're not lying. They're like lying to
Yeah,
themselves.
but you don't
and
even
saying
have
the
to
truth.
convince yourself, man. That's a human dynamic that was exposed in the Stanford prison experiments.
Yeah.
If you get people and they have power over other people, they start abusing them almost instantly. Like you have to have like a very
Especially if somebody tells you
yes
to do it.
Those
100%.
Stanford,
you go,
those
"Oh,
Stanford
yeah, I do it."
experiments are all
But at the same
debunked.
time, it's like
No, they're not totally debunked, Ari.
They're
At
just,
the
like,
end of
terrible
it,
methods.
these people decided that they wanted to get out of it, and they got out of it. But the reality is, the way they behaved with each other was documented.
He
And
was like leading them.
yeah, but you couldn't lead me to do that. You
I don't know.
You
See,
couldn't.
that's my problem.
You
is
couldn't
that,
right now, but you could if I was 20.
He was like, they weren't really convinced, and they were like, hey, push harder, go. And it's like, okay. They weren't convinced they were actually doing it.
There's
to
been a
them.
lot of weird things about people in power, and one of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
weirdest ones, is there was people that were administrating electrical shock to a person, and they were told to do it by someone else, so they did it, and it got to the point where they thought the person might be dying.